What's up, guys? How you doing? Spy Guy here, and today I have some exciting news for you to share. It's exciting, but it's not like the most tremendous news ever. This is just kind of small news. So the gist of it is that FlexiSPY is now a couple minutes shorter to install, or shall I say, FlexiSPY. You can now install FlexiSPY about 4 minutes faster than before. So what am I talking about? Okay, so let's rewind. So FlexiSPY has this feature called spycall. The spycall feature allows you to remotely call the target phone. And when you do that, the target device's microphone opens up, and then you can listen in to the target, the surroundings, all without them knowing. So how do you normally install spycall? Well, first, what you would normally do is you would install the FlexiSPY app, and then you would install the second app called Phone app. Now, the Phone app installation, which is required for spycall to work, was kind of a complex process that took a lot of time. And by time, I mean involving a lot of manual steps. You had to go into the settings, search for a setting, enable. You had to do that like 4 or 5 times, and it took about 4 minutes. Kind of frustrating. But now, FlexiSPY have been able to make it so that when you go to install the Phone app, the first time after you download it and you click open, tap to open, it just prompts you to allow these permissions required to make sure that spycall works. But yeah, to allow these permissions all just by tapping your finger, and then that's kind of it. So there's no more going into the settings with Phone app and trying to find each individual setting and not knowing whether or not you've done it correctly. Also, if you have installed spycall or the Phone app incorrectly, then now FlexiSPY have made it so that when you contact the support, their support will be able to debug and check, in their system whether or not spycall has been correctly enabled. So that'll save you a lot of time back and forth between, wondering, is it the app? Is it my phone? Why is this not working? So this is available in the latest version of FlexiSPY for Android, and spycall on the latest versions of Android is working on non-root phones only, which is kind of a good thing, because when you root your phone, there are certain limitations that come with that, like certain banking apps may not work. The phone, in most cases, will need to be factory reset, which is, for most people, not ideal. So yeah, it works on non-rooted Android phones. On Android, I believe 10 through 12 or 9 through 12 does not require root, and they need to be Samsung phones. And that's okay, because most Android phones, at least, are Samsung. What else can I say here? Yes, right. If you already have FlexiSPY installed, then there's nothing you need to do, because spycall would have already been installed. But this is useful for new FlexiSPY customers, people that are just buying FlexiSPY for the first time. So for those of you who meet that criteria of person, then you will benefit from this. Or if you need to reinstall FlexiSPY or install FlexiSPY on another phone, then that'll save you some time. But as always, I recommend that you use the FlexiSPY installation service when you are installing the software, rather than doing it yourself, to save you the hassle of following the install guide, which can be kind of long, and then dealing with a phone that may or may not be familiar to you. Even for me, when I install FlexiSPY on an Android phone, sometimes it is kind of confusing, and it can take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. I have to double check that I've done everything right. It's just using the installation service is so much easier. As always, links to everything I've talked about will be in the description in this video. And I hope if you guys like this video, that you'll give me a thumbs up, that you'll hit the subscribe button. And then also, if there's anything else that you want me to cover on my channel, any topics, any questions that you have, I would love to hear about that. And then I'll make a video around that topic. And that's good for me, because I will actually know that that's something that is useful to you, and that just makes me want to make the video even more if I know that this is going to be of some use to someone. So yeah, if you have any ideas, any questions that you have that you want answered in the video, then you can just leave a comment, and I reply back to most comments anyway. So all right, guys, well, until then, until the next video, I'll see you then. Okay, bye. Spy Guy out.